Hi, Hugo Reed. Welcome back. Happy New Year. I hope you had a good break. I have a couple books for you today. The first one, If I Built a House. A new year is a time to think of new ideas, and this is a pretty silly book. I don't know if you've read any of this author's other books. Looks like it shows them on the back. He has If I Built a Car, If I Built a School, If I Built a House by Chris Van Dusen. This might be a good idea for some of you. You might think of how you'd like to build a house. So since we only have one name, we know he did the words, the author, and the pictures, the illustrator, right? Get this so you can see pictures better than I like read words. Jack, in the backyard, said to his mother, "This house is okay, but it's like any other. It's boxy and boring and basically bland. It's nothing at all like the house I have planned." He's thinking of ideas. "My house will be different. It can't be the norm. I'll think about traffic flow, function, and form. Oh, it may include shapes like a tower or dome, but I'll focus on what makes a building a home. It's the rooms on the inside that make it unique. So step through the door and let's take a peek." Look, his imaginary house is here. Look at the door goes up instead of open like this. Whoa, look at all this. See that? Wow. We'll start with the basics right off the bat. Check out my kitchen, my all-in-one kitchen-o-mat. You don't have to cook and you don't have to clean. It's done by a space-age robotic machine. It takes all the meals and the food is delish. Then it washes and puts away every last dish. Wow, that sounds like a good deal. You guys like pizza? Looks like it's making pizza. This looks like cookies. The living room's next. It's fun. Come on in. The chairs and the table and the sofa all spin. And the trampolines lead to the giant ball pit. It's a pretty neat room, you have to admit. Oh my goodness, look at how much fun that looks like. Wouldn't it be fun to have trampolines in your floor? You just bounce right in. Now look in the bathroom. No shower, no tub. Instead, take a ride on my Scrub-a-Dub-Dub. Just step on the belt and it washes you clean, even in places that you've never seen. Look, it's like a great big car wash. He gets on the belt. Looks like it's gonna wash his hair, brush his teeth. How would you like that? You don't have to do anything. And here is my bedroom way up in the sky on top of a tower 200 feet tall with glass all around. Just check out the view. A bed in a tower? Now that's something new. Look, you can see the people way down below outside, and he's way up in his glass tower. Looks like a chute to go down. You see that? The rooms we walked through just moments before are the kinds that you'd find in any decor. But if I built a house, I'd add a few more. So hop on the slide. It's time to explore. Ooh, there's a fun way to get down out of his room too. You see his mom up here? Here he is going around and around and around. What room do you think they'll get into next? You know how I constantly like to create? Well, this is my art room. Isn't it great? You draw on the wall. Don't worry, it's cool. Hung way up high on a big giant spool. It's a huge roll of paper that hangs to the floor. Just draw till you're done, then pull down some more. I bet some of you would like that. Look at his marker little carousel here. He has designed a lot of different things, hasn't he? What could you think of to design? Next comes my flying room. See how it's tall? It's empty except for a switch on the wall. Just turn off the switch and you'll float off the ground, then flap like a bird and fly all around. Isn't it nice to be up in the air? A room without gravity. That's pretty rare. Woohoo. In between school, you could just go fly around in your flying room. This is my racetrack room. Step right inside. It's less like a room and more like a ride. It features a racetrack that loops all around with super fast go-karts that don't make a sound. You fly and you flip and you zip and you zoom. You have to admit it. It's a wonderful room. See his mom with the checkered flag. I don't think you'd ever get bored in this house. What do you think? Oh, look at that. You see the door there where they come in from the rest of the house? A room filled with water? Now that's something new. But if I build a house, that's just what I do. This is my fish tank room. Ain't it a sight? Don't worry, they're friendly. These critters won't bite. Just strap on an air mask to swim with the fishes. Now this is the room that every kid wishes. Of course, I've been saving the best room for last. And literally speaking, this room is a blast. So welcome, sit down. I'll seal up the hatches. This plexiglass playroom completely detaches. You'll fly it around. Why, it even has jets. For me, this room is as good as it gets. Look, he took off from the other part of the house. There they go. You see his plexiglass playroom? Where would you fly around to if you had a plexiglass playroom? Back on the house, you can see his aquarium, his water room, can't you? Oh, now we can kind of see the whole thing. You see his tower, his racetrack room, his water room, and there's his plexiglass playroom. My house will be nifty. My house will be neat. My house will stand out as the best on the street. Daringly bold, yet exquisitely fine. A must-see example of modern design. My house will be hailed as refreshingly new. If I build a house, that's what I'd do. I bet some of you would too. Look, his mom is looking at his plans. Not a bad idea, I bet she thinks. And look, here's the plans of his room that he drew. With all those different special rooms. So if you think of a way to build a special house and want to send it to me by email, that would be great. I would love to hear about it. Stay tuned. I have another book coming about geckos. I'll talk to you in a minute. Bye.